Joe Biden, State of the Union 2023 address to the nation. Okay. This is BobbieD coming to you live from Long Beach, Philippines. Have an awesome time. Hope you are as well. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and show us your love. Okay. So today, ladies and gentlemen, happy to be here again. We're going to talk to you about Joe Biden, President Joseph Biden, and his State of the Union address, which is currently going on right now. Many of you are watching it, some of you are not. So if you're not watching it, I would like for you to watch me. Watch me work. I'm gonna tell you about the speech because I got a preview already. So I know what he's talking about. I got it really written down. I don't want to be too late tonight, so I came to you during the speech. Okay. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk about thumbnail for the day. No hocus pocus, just thumbnail. That's what we're gonna talk about right there. State of the Union 2023. That old man on the right-hand side, they say, oh, when you get old, you can't do much, but he might be exception to the rule. Well, then we're going to look at this right here. The unit, we're going to look at the hocus pocus, just focus, unity agenda. What is the unity agenda, BobbieD? I'm going to tell you, man. Then we'll look at the progress report. What has he done for us lately? And then we're going to look at the years ahead. What would happen when if Joe runs again? Will he run again? Should he run again? Could he run again? I don't know. Do you know? We'll find out in the future and the years ahead. So here we go. So our focus for today, number one is what? Number one is unity agenda. So ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Biden's unity agenda. If you recall, on his last State of the Union address, he promoted four things rather, and he called it his unity agenda. Now, what do you mean unity agenda? That means that the agenda, the items on his agenda for America would bring us together. Because at that time, ladies and gentlemen, if you recall, when he was just gotten into office, we were still what? Almost totally divided. We were a divided nation. So his agenda was, what can I do to get this country back together? What can I do to get my people back? So he came up with the unity agenda. And the four items on this unity agenda were as follows. Number one, opioids. He wanted to tackle the opioid crisis. The opioid crisis was reaping havoc on America, and it still is to a certain degree. Then he talked about cancer, trying to cure cancer. And then he talked about the veterans' health care. Okay. And lastly, mental health in America. Those is what Biden calls his unity agenda for the nation. And he has had success. You can say anything you want about it, but I'm gonna tell you, his record speaks for himself. You think I'm playing with you? Go look up and see what he's done since he's been in 2 years office. You'll be surprised. Old man still got it. Yeah, they say he ain't got nothing going on. Old man still got something left in the tank, baby. He got something left in the tank. You say what he want. Well, I think he see now. Well, you call what you want. But let this record speak for himself. He let his productivity speak for himself. Okay, he's still producing at an older age. He's 80 years old. He's still kicking it. Okay, so don't put the old man down unless you can do something better. And I don't think many of them out there can do better than what Joe Biden has done. He's made some historical events in his last 2 years, just being 2 years in office. He hasn't been in office 4 years. He's done more in 2 years than many presidents have done in 4 years. I kid you not. All right. So that's his unity agenda. Okay. Number two is what? What's number two? Hold on. Number two is what? Progress report. Let's look at his progress report. Okay. Look at his progress report. I'm going to show you a video display, but right now I'm going to look at the progress report. This is a job created by presidents, average per month. If you look at that chart, if you see on the right-hand side, Biden on the right, he's above all the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 presidents. Every last one of them, he beats them. In their 4 years term or 8 year term in Obama's case, he beat all of them for creating jobs. And the people still putting old man Biden down. He old. Okay, so what? He's old, but he's still producing. He's still effective. And you cannot lie about his agenda. You cannot lie about his record. The numbers don't lie. More jobs than all of them during his 2 year term. And look at Trump. He below the level. He's in negative territory. Ooh, Lord. If you look at all of the Republican presidents on that chart, every last one of them is almost to the bottom, except for Bush and I mean Reagan. Reagan got a little bit on going on, but the rest of them, they bad. They ain't done nothing. You know why? You know why the Republicans' jobs is not there? Because they're always trying to give Monte to the rich, and they taking from the poor. And when rich people get richer, do you think they put it back in the economy? No, they put it back in their pockets. They can talk that trash all they want. You know, with the rich, if you get the money to the rich, you know, it'll pump it back in the economy, and the economy gonna be. Nah, if that was the case when Trump passed that law of putting billions of money back in the rich people's pocket, we wouldn't be in the shape he was in when he was out of office. Okay, rich people want to get richer, so when they get a tax break, they keep that money and put it in their pockets. Okay, they don't pump it back in the economy. So that's why you see on this chart, all the Republicans are almost down to the ground, and Joe Clinton and Obama beat most of them, except for Ronald Reagan back over there. He did a little bit better. He's about the only one. But look at your boy Biden. Look where he's at. He beat all of them, almost doubled all of them. Okay, all of them. Biden, the old man that you say he ain't about nothing, he too old, he senile. When the last time you see a man that was senile raise up almost 500 million jobs in the first 2 years of presidency? It's an historical act, and he should be commended for what he's done. Put the age to the sideline, because that don't matter in this case. He's still producing. You know, many of you just want to put him as an old man. The old man can't do nothing. It's plenty. If his mind is right, his body ain't all the way there, because that's just normal. You get old, you can't do a lot of stuff physically. But his mind is still right. His mind is still tight. He's still long, and he's still strong. Give credit where credit is due. He's doing a great job. He's done a great job, and he will continue to do that in the future. Last one, we out. Oh, I'm gonna show you this to show you how. I'm gonna give you this brief video to show you that his agenda, unity agenda, is working, and he's passed more partisan bills, over 300 partisan bills since he's been in office in 2 years. Over 300. That's more than most of them have done in their 4-year period. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this quick video that shows you how the progress of his last 2 years and what he's done. Okay, and the progress of his unity agenda, how he's gotten his unity agenda and brought it to the limelight. Okay, here we go. Mazo, roll the tape, man.
Right now, over 40 million Americans eligible for debt relief are being denied that immediate relief today. Why? Because Republican officials and special interests hit us with lawsuits to block it. Folks, I know you're frustrated. I am as well.
And I am too. For millions of working and middle-class Americans who are under the burden of crushing loan debt, student debt relief would be life-changing. And guess what? Because of these Republican officials, not even one of the over 80,000 people from Delaware, where I know you're from, Joe, who applied for student debt relief or were eligible for automatic loan forgiveness have been able to get a dime of that relief.
The fact is that in Vermont, Bernie, it's over 50,000 borrowers. 50,000 borrowers. And what about bigger states? How about the state of Texas and the state of Missouri?
Well, Joe, it'd be over 2 million and close to 500,000 borrowers respectively. The list goes on.
In state after state, no matter what these Republican officials say, we know student debt relief will make a real difference for people. We're going to get it done. It's good policy, the law's on our side, and we're doing the right thing. We're going to get it done.
And I didn't hear any of these Republican officials complaining when the government gave huge tax breaks to big corporations. But here they are, stopping relief for working families.
No, we're fighting like hell to get this done. We're in court next month, so keep the faith and spread the faith.
Okay, and that's just one of the bills, or the executive orders rather, that he passed, and that one's being blocked by Republicans. Okay, they're taking him to court over it. I don't think they'll win. I think Biden will carry forth. He has the right to make that executive order to give debt relief to students, and he should be able to do so. So I want to give you a couple other things he's done as far as the progress he's made since he's been in office. I want to just give you at least 5 significant bills. I didn't get the screenshot because I forgot to put it in there. So I'm gonna run it off to you. The first one, he's passed 5 major bills, and then more than that, but just I'm gonna give you the first 5. He passed the American Rescue Plan Act and extended existing COVID-19 program. Y'all remember the American Rescue Plan Act, right? That's when you got that check. Okay. He got the bill called the Infrastructure Investment Jobs Act. Okay. He's infused $1.2 trillion into Americans' traditional hard infrastructure. All the bridges and all the old stuff you see in your city and towns and all over America is going to be redone and rebuilt with climate change in mind, so they could withstand climate change. Had bills to avoid government shutdown and keep the federal government running. Okay. Signed a bill to stop two stopgap measures. Okay. Number 4, he signed a bill for the Juneteenth National Independence Day Act. Okay. For you African Americans out there, that should be significant to you. June 19th is a holiday, national holiday for all African Americans, celebrating the Independence Day, the day that Americans were so called to be free. But we know we weren't free on that day, but some of us were and some of us weren't. But that's the day he signed that law into fact. He signed another law called Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention, which denounced China's making or allowing Uyghurs human rights violations in China. Now, here are 5 executive orders he done. First one, he reversed the Trump era policies. Okay, Trump era policies about trying to not allow immigrants in, a ton of stuff. He just reversed them. And another one is the vaccine requirements. Okay, he required 17 million healthcare workers affiliated receiving funds from Medicaid. Number 3, gun control. He had a record-breaking law that was passed to limit gun control. Okay. Number 4, climate targets. He took all of the Trump climate targets and kicked them out and made climate something that Americans will have to deal with. He brought it to the forefront, gave them money and everything. He improved government processes. Okay. Those are just a tip of the iceberg of the things he's done so far and some of the things he's going to do in the future. You know, that's one. We are almost. The last one he's going to do is he's going to do this one right here. He's going to run again. Yeah, that's the last one. We out. He's going to run again, y'all. I believe it. And the question is, can he do it again? Can Joseph Biden, 80-year-old man, do it again? It's going to be tough, guys. You know, I'm all for an old man, give him a chance, right? Aren't you? But 80 years old, you need a lot of energy to do a campaign day in and day out. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I really didn't think he would make it through the first. I'm sorry, man. I like Joe Biden, but he wasn't my choice to be. He wasn't my choice. But because he was elected as the candidate for the Democratic Party, I went with him. But I didn't really think he was going to make it through the whole campaign. But he did. You know, he surprised me. So I'm praying for Joe if he chooses to run again. That God will continue to give him the strength, the intellect, the stamina, the energy needed, because it takes a lot to be the president of the United States. And I don't know if he has the wherewithal as an 80-year-old, and he'll be 86 after 6 more years. You know what I'm saying? 4 more years. He'll be 86. You know, when the presidency's over. So I'm praying for Joe, and I want you to continue to pray for him too. Those who have been doing it already, that he would have the energy. But I want to take a look at this. You know? Look at his hairline. On the left there, he was like, 40 years old. On the right there, he was 35. Okay, and look at this hairline here, current, in the middle. So Joe is doing some things to make himself look a little younger. I don't know what it is, but he grew some hair, some kind of. He had some implants or he grew some. I don't know which one it was. But he had to do something. He was dealing with Trump. You know, Trump got that hair to here. So he had to do something to help himself look more younger. And I think you can see the difference there. You know he had to do something, y'all. But I just hope that if he decides to run, that he will be in his right mind, right health, right attitude, because Lord have mercy. I don't want Kamala Harris as president. Please, Lord. I do not want Kamala Harris as president. I'm sorry. You can y'all call me what you want to call me. I don't want Kamala Harris. And I'm not trying to be misogynistic. I'm not against women. Women can do just what men can do most of the time. You know, I don't like her leadership. I'm sorry. And that doesn't mean that I don't respect her ethnicity. She's an African American. She's half African and half Indian American, half African American. And I accept that. I respect that. But I just don't like Kamala Harris's leadership style. And I will never accept it. So for her to be president, it would be a huge mistake. So I'm praying that Biden, if he chooses to run, if he wins, that he will go through his whole 4 years with perfect health, and that Kamala does not have to step in. Okay, if he wins. Okay, and I think y'all need to pray too. If you don't think if you think I'm wrong for this, go look up Kamala Harris. Read her history, read her leadership style, especially go back to when the day she was Attorney General for California. Go back and read the stuff she did. Yeah, it's not going to be good if she's the president. And you know, she's doing I wouldn't say the job she's doing as vice president. You know, and I like all the historical stuff she did. She became the first African American woman and the first African American period as a vice president. Okay, I applaud that. Good stuff, Kamala. Great. But when you're over people, it requires more patience, more leadership skills, more ability to mix and mingle and not just give your attitude when you're ready. You know, it requires a lot more than I think she has to offer. And if you check out her history and her background when she was Attorney General, California, all the stuff she's done, and sometimes some of the stuff she did to people look African American with this melanin in their skin. If you go back and search your history, and you'll see why I'm saying this. Okay, I just don't try to point finger to people for no reason. I have a reason. But if she becomes the president, I will be praying for her as well. But I hope Biden will get through the next 4 years if he does. As far as Trump running again, I don't think that's going to happen. He's got too much baggage, legal baggage that's following him. Okay. State of Georgia is about to, indict him on some stuff. New York's already indicted his company, and he's got to pay millions on that. And it's a whole lot of stuff. The January 6th committee, DOJ is going to probably indict him. Even though he gets indicted, he's still going to run. But that wait, once he gets indicted, it's going to be a trial, and he just might get some time. And it may probably be suspended time, or he might be a big fine. But still, that legal block won't allow him to continue for presidency. And that leaves who in the Republican Party? Who does that leave, y'all? You're talking about what's the guy named Florida? That Florida governor. That's who it leaves. And Ron DeSantis. And I hope somebody Republicans need to find somebody other than him, because that guy is worse than Trump. I'm serious. He's worse than Trump. You just seen the tip of the iceberg. He doing that stuff in Florida. Wait till he get in the United States presidency. It's gonna get worse. So I don't want to see him. And I just hope they have the Republicans get a better quality of people. And I also hope that the Democratic Party has a better slate of choices other than Trump. Now, other than Biden. Now, Biden has a good record. The only problem that hurting him right now is his age. Okay. And I think some of us have seen some of the age decline in his first 2 years. Okay. It's minor stuff, but as he continues to get older, it may become a major stuff, So I'm just praying that God will continue to strengthen him, his mind, his heart, his body, his soul, his spirit, that he can get through. If he chooses to run, he can get through that running campaign. And then if he wins, he can get through 4 more years. I'm just praying for that. I do not want Kamala Harris in office. Okay. That's just me. Say what you want to say, but that's just me. Okay. That's it, man. Real quick. I want to bring that to you. I know the night's still heavy with people watching the show. It's okay, man. I told you pretty much in a synopsis what Biden's going to talk about. He's going to talk about his positive agenda and how his unity agenda, how he's accomplished it. And he's done a lot. He's an historical president. To be an old man and come in office and do all of that, that's a fantastic feat he's done. And anybody that's a Democrat should be shouting for joy right now, because he's helping them African Americans. And not only is he helping African Americans, he's helping the whole of America. He's helping us so well that Republicans stopped his Debt Relief Act for student loans. How many of y'all got a student loan out there? I don't. I paid mine. I paid mine off. It took me 10 years to pay mine off, man. You know, I'm proud of that. You know, it took me 10 years. They didn't take me to credit, the collection, none of that. I paid it off. I've had a monthly payment plan. I paid it every month. I got it paid off. So, but y'all, some of y'all don't. And so y'all should be trying to call your senator, your congressman, to leave that suit alone. You know, let the debt relief program go through for the students. What's wrong with that? We said, Bobby, you know that this gonna cost us millions. It's gonna cost. So what? Yeah. Look at the millions he gave to the million Trump gave to the millionaires when he got in office 2017. Look at the millions. And what investment, what return on that investment have we gotten? Nothing. It put this economy in debt. It put it the high inflation rate. Biden got the inflation rate down. When Biden inherited this presidency from Trump, we were down in the dumps. COVID was kicking our butts. We had low unemployment, you know, and you go right on down the line. Okay. And so you asking for that again with Trump? Come on, man. You better wise up. I don't want to go through that again. I'm serious. And nobody should want to go through what Trump put this nation through. Okay. But anyway, I'm not just going to come down on Trump. I'm just saying, pray for America. It's good to be an American. And I'm glad I am an American. And I'm proud of my nation, although I'm not proud of a lot of things that they've done. Overall, okay, I'm proud to be an American. Okay. But until America, and I'll continue to say this, until America repents for its past deeds, okay? And when I say past deeds, the things they've done to people with this melanin in their skin, like I got, like some of y'all got, until America repents, they're gonna always go through plenty H. Okay, it's the way it's gonna be. You have to repent for the wrongdoings you did. You talk about America. Every time America came in some place, they took over. They took the land from the Indians, Native Indians. They brought slaves to this country, treated us like dogs. Right? My ancestors, your ancestors, like dogs. You know, America has got to repent for that stuff. They just can't just go on like ain't nothing happened. DeSantis is out there in Florida saying, well, you know, we can't have no black studies in school because that's like we did something wrong to y'all. We ain't done nothing wrong. Stop the lie, mister. Treat my ancestors like dogs. And sometimes right now, some of you in Florida, you're treating us like dogs too. Some of us like dogs too right now. America needs to own up to the past things they've done, whether it's good or bad. It's all American history. Black history is American history. Why not teach it in the schools? What are you trying to run from? What are you trying to hide from? The dirt y'all did? Huh? That's what it is. They don't want you. They don't want the world to see how bad they treated us. And if we were halfway like they were, we would be revolting right now. It would be a massacre because of some of the stuff they did. But we don't do that. Yeah, we're not that type of people. We live together and we try to get along. Okay, that's what we do. As an African Americans, we're very good people, good natured, and friendly and helpful. I hate to say that, but some of our Caucasian brothers are not like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I digress. So let's go ahead and finish this up, man. I want to talk to y'all today about Biden. I want to talk to y'all today about who you got for your next candidate for presidency. I want to talk to you about the spy balloon. You know, they shut them out the sky. Remember? And look here, man. Let me tell you what happened. Biden gave the order, right, to shoot it out of the sky, but he waited a whole week. The question is, why did he wait a whole week? He followed the instructions of the military. He wanted to shoot it out immediately as soon as they saw it. They said, no, sir, no, don't do that. Let's wait till they get to the water. It's on the track to go to the water. Let's wait till they get to the ocean. Then we can shoot it. Because if you shoot it before we get to the ocean, it might come down and people might get hurt. So, okay. So he went along with the military assessments, intelligence assessments. But now the Republicans are blaming him because they felt that he should have stopped. He should have shot it out immediately. And so you cannot please everybody. In my opinion, President Biden did the right thing. He waited till it was over the ocean, shot it down, and while it was traveling, they were studying the balloon to see whether it was intelligence or whether it was for weather, as the China had ascertained, but it was not for weather. Once they received the parts of the wreckage of the balloon after they shot it down, they're now saying it was for surveillance of this country. And now Chinese Jinping got the unmitigated gall to say, well, y'all had no right to shoot our balloon down. You just violated international law. What the? Can you believe that, man? He's now accusing us, the United States, of violating international law. When he sent that weather balloon in our area, it was a violation right there. Okay? Come on, man. Now, I'm not buying that, Jinping. You got to go and come again with that, mister. Okay? So, yeah, if they come in our area again, shoot them down again. Wait till they get over the water, or wait till the area where where the population is very dense, not very dense, but where the population, not a lot of population, and shoot it down. Okay? That's what I say. We have to protect our sovereignty as a nation, and any country out there in the world will see that we did the right thing, except for China and maybe Russia, because they live in bed together. All right, let's go. We're going to ride down today, ride down. Who we got in this house today? People, get ready. When the train's coming, don't need no ticket. You just get on board. All you need is love. Woo. Say it again. That sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Get on board. When I say toot toot, you say all aboard. Toot toot. Toot toot. When I say all aboard, you say toot toot. All aboard. All aboard. Let's ride this train. Y'all ready to ride this train? BobbieD, lead one nation, group of love. Let's go. I ain't playing with y'all today. Let's go. I'm gonna find out who the first man up in this place is today. Let's go. Come on, StreamYard. Let's go. Ooh, what's up, Smooth? Smooth Sound, what's up, brother? You good? He said, oh, I'm ready for this. Good to see you today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a record for Smooth Sound. He's had 2 back-to-back number ones. He was number 1 on the live stream we had yesterday. Some of y'all don't even know we had a live stream. We had a live stream yesterday. We was out there in the SNR shopping center, which is like a Sam's or a Costco. We had a great time. We had a great meal. If y'all ever come to the Philippines, a seafood city, Manila, go to SNR and you're gonna have a great time. They have a lot of nice stuff out there. Prices are very low. And the food, we had lunch, man. And I had honey pepper steak, honey pepper chicken. What's the honey glazed chicken? And that was good, man. And they gave me a bunch of it. I think I paid like 199 pesos. And it was good, man. Try it. And then Lisa D had pizza. And then what she had? Roasted chicken, yeah. That was good, man. She had so much, she couldn't eat it all. We brought that back home. That was our dinner. That's how much they give. It wasn't more than 199 pesos. That stuff is good. Go to SNR when you get it. Get your card, man. You have to pay like, I think 700 pesos, 800 pesos. And but it's good for a year, and you renew it once a year. All right. Hey, Smooth, it's good to see you, man. Smooth is the man with the plan. Smooth, hey, guess what? I got an announcement. Smooth Sounds. His blood pressure is now officially 115 over 87. Can you believe that? Smooth Sound, the man whose blood pressure went off the chart. He now got it under control. You know why? I told him what to do. Didn't I tell you what to do, Spoon? No, I'm gonna say that I didn't tell you now. I told him what to do. I told him to drink that water. Stay off that high salty food. Eat you some bananas. You know what I'm saying? Tomatoes, bananas. That stuff bring his pressure down. Y'all better listen to me. You, that's how I got rid of mine. I had high blood pressure for like about a year or two, and I stopped. I'm sick and tired of taking this medicine. But I didn't like taking it. I got off the medicine. I read about what to do. I started drinking 8 to 12 glasses of water a day, and I continue to do that now. If it's not water, it's liquids. I do tea or liquids. I don't drink a lot of juice because juice have that sugar in it. Tea or water, 8 to 12 glasses per day. And I'm always running to the restroom, running. But it's worth it because every time I let that water out, what happens to my pressure? It go down, baby. It don't go up. And now it's leveled out. Okay. So that's what you want to beat that stuff, man. You got to get your mind right. Be disciplined. Drink your liquids. The body is over like 80% liquids anyway, man. All right, hey, Smooth, so good to see you, man. Ryan Chain, who we got? Frederick, man, what's up, Pyramids in the house? Pyramids, what's up, man? What I do, love chat? Hey, do just fine. Since you got on board, it do just fine. But you know what, man? Number 2 just won't do, but you do just fine. Let's go, right? Right, Pyramid. He said, BobbieD, I'm watching you. Say, hey, good, do that, man. Always keep watching me because I'm watching you too. Let's go, right there. Who we got? Pretty amazing. All aboard? Two pyramids on the love train, spreading the love far and wide. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you do. That's what we do. That's what you know how we do. Everybody hit the like button for me one time. 1, 2, 3. Teacher, point out 1, 2, 3. Teacher, can you hit the like button, please, ma'am? Please, sir. We ain't got a lot of them. Hit the like button, man. Please, pretty please. Let's go. Right there, everybody. Who we got? Got in the house, woo! Got in the house, woo! Hello, family. Congratulations, moves down 1 and 2. Sir Perry Mason. Congratulations. Hey, man, they weren't playing today, man. They were serious. Smooth Sound wanted to bring up, we want to talk about his blood pressure being low, you know. That's why he said, I got to be, his blood pressure low enough so he can move faster now. He can do things quicker and faster. And, you know, Smooth Sound going to lose some more weight, too. Told him what to eat, man. Leave all that greasy stuff alone that you be cooking. I see all that greasy stuff you be cooking. Leave that stuff alone. boil your food, and don't fry it. Leave that fried stuff alone. That grease will fatten you up. And eat a lot of vegetables, okay? Vegetables and fruit. You may say you're eating rabbit foods. Who cares? You're bringing your weight down, right? Eat a lot of fruit, vegetables, and food that has fiber in it. That will get in your digestion system and push all of that stuff out of you that you just got. You probably, if you've been eating anything you want to for years and years, you probably got a ton of stuff sitting up in your colon, just sitting there. When you eat fiber, it pushes all that stuff out. And when it pushes all that stuff out of you, your body loses what? Fat. And it loses weight. And you get in shape, man. Everything else in your body starts working properly because you got that junk out of you, man. You better listen to me. Let's go round train. Who we got? Frederick Murray. He said, congrats, Sir Hodge. You did it, man. You did it. Congrats. Round train. Who we got? Frederick. He said, what'd you say, Mr. Hayes? What's up, man? What say you, Mr. Hayes, Sir Hayes? You good? Good to see you. Round train. Who we got? Moves. He said, thank you, Mr. Mason. What's up, man? You good? Good to see you on Perry Mason. Never lost a case. What's up? Murphy Hayes. I say, hey, how you today? I'm fine at Louisiana moonshine. Murphy, what you been drinking today? Let's go. Right here, Bobby. I feel like I want to sneeze. Okay, I'm all right. Okay, I don't know what's wrong. There you go. Chad Dallas, what's up, man? Dallas in the house. What's up? How you Cowboys did this year? I know they went to the playoffs, though, but they didn't do well at all. Talking about football, Dallas, who you got for the game for the Super Bowl today? Who you got this weekend? I'm looking at it's Kansas City and it's Pittsburgh, right? Philadelphia. Yeah, Philadelphia and Kansas City. I want Kansas City. I want Philadelphia to win. Okay, I really do. I'm pulling for them, but I know that Kansas City is they got that guy Mahoney, whatever his last name, Mahoney. That boy, he's a winner, man. And when you can't keep a winner down, and the problem with Philadelphia is that they don't have anybody on that team, I don't think, that has been in the Super Bowl within the last 5 years. Okay, they have no Super Bowl. The quarterback had no Super Bowl experience. This is his second year. So because of Mahoney has had that experience in Super Bowl and won once, I think he's won twice. I think that they'll pull it off, even though they say that Philadelphia's defense is better. I go with the more experienced people. Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got? You see, if Joe can do it, I hope he put a woman's or Obama's face on a $20 bill. Hey, man, they're supposed to put Harriet Tubman. Yeah, they're supposed to put Harriet Tubman on was it $20 bill? One of them bills. And you know your boy Trump, Orange Man, he stopped it. I think Biden started it back up. Yeah, Trump said, long time in office, no black person gonna be on a bill of my watch. You know, he said that. And so that was so offensive to black people in this world, in this country. But stuff like that went down when Trump was in office. And if we get DeSantis in office, that kind of stuff's gonna start right back up again. So yeah, man, they need to do something about that. Let's go right there. Who got Perry Mason? He said 3 feet high and rising. Sir Hayes, glad to see you that you're feeling well. Hey, Hayes is doing good, man. He's strong and he's long, man. When you can't keep a good man down for long, you know, because he got the Lord on his side, man. When you can't do it with the stuff BobbieD and Murphy Hayes use, that's the most I got. Let's go around train. Who we got? Thank you so much, Terry Fleming. Rain Man coming. Rain Man coming. Rain Man. Come on, what's up, Rain Man? How you doing? So good to see you. Toot. Everybody hit the like button for one time. 1, 2, 3. Chit you pay out. 1, 2, 3. Chit. Can you hit the like button, please? Hit the like button, man. It ain't gonna hurt you. Let's go. All right, we gotta do it damn for Terry Fleming. Ryan Train, BobbieD, DC, One Nation, Group, One Up. I need a dancer. I need a dancer. Let's go. Come on, Mike. Let's go, Mike. Come on, Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin. Thank you so much, Terry Flynn, for the donation to the nation. More blessings, much love. Thank you so much, my brother from another mother. So good to see you. So good to see you. Wouldn't want to be man. So good to have you in the house today, Terry Fleming, Rain Man. We got Ron Chain, BobbieD, DC, One Nation of the Groove. Hold up. I messed my place up. Okay, hey, yeah, Smooth. He said, thanks, Mr. Hayes. What's up, man? You good? So good to see you today. Ryan Train, Terry Fleming. He said, hello, little Train. What's up, family? You good? Let's go. Murphy, hey, what's up, Terry? Ryan Train, BobbieD, Sneed, Terry Fleming. He said, Murphy, what's up, man? You good, man? Perry Mason. He said, what's going on, Sir Fleming? AKA the Rain Man. Rain Man coming. Rain Man coming. Rain, you got a new name since you came back. Call him the Rain Man. Smooth sound. He said, it said that Kamala has a real mean streak. That's what I heard, man. I mean, you know, I'll tell you what I read a lot of stuff about how she behaved as an attorney general in California. And after she became vice president, I've heard a lot of, they don't talk about it a lot, I guess. I don't know why, but she's not treated the people in her office very well. Several people have quit because of her leadership style. She's not considerate. She doesn't lead by example. She's very, very, I guess she just don't like people. And if she can't get her way, she puts an anger fit. So I don't want to see an office. You know, I think she's a nice person to know and stuff like that. But as far as working for her or being under her leadership, it's not going to work. And so when you have a leadership problem, it spoils the whole thing, everything you're doing. So I really think that Biden chose her because he had to, if he wanted to win. Okay? So I'm all happy that Kamala won the vice presidency. I'm very happy about that. But as far as her being president, no, don't work for me. Let's go, Ryan Chain. Who we got? Terry Flip. He said, hello, Barry. What's up? What's up, man? You good? Ryan Chain. Who we got? Rain Man. He said Harvard should be ashamed of the Satan. The Satan. DeSantis, or he called him the Satan. Hey, man. Yeah, he's a Harvard grad, you know. And Harvard has, I think Obama's a Harvard grad too. So Harvard usually put out a lot of intelligent people, but he might be intelligent, but he's morally bankrupt, okay? In my opinion, he's morally ignorant. He's morally bankrupt. He has no moral values that would allow him to be president of the United States. Not even I don't know how he got to be governor of Florida. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm sure I hope the Lord that they chose somebody else. There's a lady that's supposed to run for the governor, used to be governor of South Carolina, I forgot her name. She might be running for president. I hope she gets in and people got enough sense to see the difference between her and DeSantis. She's better than DeSantis would be any day. She's a Republican. Let's go, Ryan Chain. Who we got? Frederick Mason, he said, well, yeah, man. Roger, we got Murphy. Hey, he said you should have here from what Judge Joe Brown commented about Kamala Harris in her past. I ain't nothing. Hey, I don't. Me and Joe Brown don't see eye to eye. But if he says something about Kamala, then I see eye to eye on that issue. Yeah. I just don't like the way she is, man. You know, I'm not. I know I'm trying to be negative, but I'm not. I'm trying to be objective because I said I am glad that she became the vice president. But I think that her temperament, her attitude, and her leadership style would make her being president a very volatile situation. Okay. And I'm just not referring to her that she's a female. I'm not, no. That doesn't have anything to do with, because females can be good leaders just like men. You know, that's what it is. So I'm referring to her personality as far as leadership. Has nothing to do with her gender. So don't get me wrong. With Bobby, he just don't like women. Bobby, you don't like women. He just down. That's not it. Now I got girls, and I want all my girls to be. If they want to be president, I'm for them. I'm not about putting women down. That's not me. It's about her leadership style, her communication style, and her personality. I just don't think it's the right fit for the president role. Let's go, Ron James. Who we got? Terry, let me see. Clarence Thomas comes in female version. Clarence Thomas, man. Thomas he's Uncle Tom. That's the name is right. Thomas, Clarence, Uncle Tom Thomas. That's his name. Clarence Thomas been in the Supreme Court for so long, man. They need to change the name of the Supreme Court to Uncle Tom Thomas Court. That's what it is. Because everything he want, he get now. Since Trump got in office, he got pumped all them Republicans on the Supreme Court. Man, it's not good. It's not good, man. It really isn't. So I hope that, thank goodness that Biden was able to get one African-American female on the Supreme Court. And I hope some more of them want to during Biden's term, they want to retire. That way he can put some more in it. And I actually think Biden needs to increase the number. He has the right to increase the number of Supreme Court justices. He should make it even, because right now there are more Republicans on there than there are Democrats. With that, anything we try to pass, that's why Roe versus Wade got overturned. More Republicans on it. That's Trump stuffed the Supreme Court Republicans, right? Conservative Republicans. And so quite naturally, anything that comes up they don't like, it's out. They got more numbers. So I'm hoping that Biden rather increases the number of Supreme Courts. He has the right to do that. That's I just hope that he evens it out. Give us a fair share. 4 and 4 is good. 3 and 5 is not good. Give us an even share. Let's go round chain. Who we got? Murphy, he said, Sir Terrence, be nice, man. Sir Terry, be nice. Terrence. Round chain. We got Frederick Mason. He says, yeah, Judge Joe talked down a lot of people. She's one of them. Yeah. I'm not trying to talk down her, man, like Judge Joe, because Judge Joe get crazy sometimes. Right, listen, when Judge Joe was on his show, remember he had the show, I don't know if he still got it now, but when he was on his show, I was like, man, you cool, man, you cool. When he got off that show and started talking all that crazy talk, I said, nah, I got good with him, Judge Joe was cool. I was cool as long as he was on that show, because he broke stuff down real good. But after he got off the show and just started giving his personal remarks about stuff, I saw a big problem between me and him. Now, but if he's saying that Kamala is, I'm not trying to put Kamala down again, but he's saying that he's seeing some of the things I see in her, then we see eye to eye on that. Let's go, Ron James. We got Terry Fleming. He said there were black people in America long before Europeans came. Yeah, there were black people all over this world. You know why? Black people everything started from black people. Go back and look at, they found a black female's body or bones rather in Africa years and years ago. I think her name was Lucy. I think that's what they named her. And they did the DNA testing on her and they found out that she was African. She was black. So with that in mind, there's some blackness had to start, everything, all the other color spectrum started from black. And I did a study on it. I don't go all the whole study again. But everything started from black. Black is one of the best colors out there in the whole color spectrum. People don't realize that. The Europeans have twisted it. They think they have got trying to make everybody think white is right. If you black, you got to get back, but that's not it. Black was the beginning. Huh? People say that, Jesus was white. Where did they get that from? Last time I checked, Jesus was in Egypt, and Jerusalem, and all them countries. You know what I'm saying? That's where his sun is hot. He was dark skinned. Okay, he wasn't white. Okay, don't let nobody fool y'all that. Well, Jesus, they got the picture. He was white. That's a white man. No, that's how they're making you think he was. People from that area that he grew up in are all dark skinned. Okay, not totally dark like me, but they're not white. Understand me now. Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got? Terry. He said, Sir Murphy, what's up, man? You good? Ron Chain, Terry. Stephen Hoogley, what's up, Stephen? How you doing, my brother? He said, Vice President Harris and I were classmates. Okay, really? At Howard University. Wow. Congratulations, man. Your alumni, your fellow alumni made it to the big house. And you still in the field now. Sorry, man, I'm just playing with you, man. You know me like that, right? I'm just playing. He said, she and I are both graduates of HU, Howard University. He said, okay, so you knew her. Okay. It's awesome, man. So I'm sorry if I offend you by what I said about her, but that's just my personal opinion. I know she's a fine. I'll be honest with you. If I knew Kamala Harris right now, and we were like you, we went to school together, I probably would say, she's the best person in the world for any job, But I don't know her like that. I know what I've read about her and what I've read about her past as Attorney General, and I'm not saying she's all bad. Some of the things I've read, I don't know. But good to see you, Steven. Ron Train, BobbieD, One Nation, a group of love. Who we got? Smooth. He said, Joe had it shot down over the ocean because it may have released a virus such as smallpox in the air. Then what would we do? Yeah. You know what, man? Smooth. I was just telling Lisa D that. I said, you know what, Lisa D, if they had shot that balloon down over the United States, it could have been booby trap. I didn't say smallpox and all that stuff. But I told her it could have been some booby trap because they might have wanted us to do it. They probably figured we were going to do it. And as soon as we did it, it would have let off some stuff in the air. We would have all been wiped up. That's what I told her. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I think Biden made the right choice. I'm sorry, man, for you guys that don't believe that he made the right choice. And we got Republicans right now coming down on Biden saying, well, Biden, he should have shot it the first day when it was over the population. There wasn't a whole lot of people. He should have shot it the first day. Come on, man. He did what the intelligence officers in the military recommended. He told them he wanted to shoot it down immediately. They said, no, sir, we can't do that. That's not the best idea. That's not the best way. We need to let it approach and get over the waters. Then we can take it down. And that's what he did. And then we can, furthermore, sir, we can find the parts, and then we can study and see what they really were trying to do. Now we know that was all surveillance and surveillance equipment on that balloon. Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got? Murphy. Hey, he said blacks were arriving in America 1,000 years before Columbus. So, Terry, yeah, blacks were getting over here, hooking up with the Indians. Blacks we traveled from Africa all over the several continents. That's why we are so widely dispersed all over. And people say there's no blacks in Russia. There's black Russians out there too. There's a few of them. Black people are all over because we were from the beginning. Go back and look up. I think her name was the first woman that they discovered the bones. Her name was Lucy. I think that's her name. And they did a DNA test on find out she was black. Okay, I'm telling you, man, go check it out. Let's go, Ron James. Who we got? Moves. He said, I'm going for my third heart stent tomorrow. Okay, very good, very good. Let's pray for Smooth that when he goes in for his third heart stent, it will be an outpatient treatment, that the heart stent will be implanted properly, and that they will find no more problems with him. Now, Smooth, we want you to make sure that you continue maintaining your blood pressure and doing those things that will keep your blood pressure low. Drink your water, eat your bananas and tomatoes, eat high fiber, and do those things. Stop eating all that greasy stuff you like. I know you trying to see all the food. Smooth, come on, man. Leave all that greasy stuff alone. You don't need all that. You don't need all that. Eat the stuff that's going to help you, man. Help your body grow. Okay? Let's go. Let's go, Roger. Y'all pray for Smooth. Let's go. Terry Fleming, correction, Murphy. Roger, who got it? Freddie Mason said, Lisa D come from behind that green. Ooh, Lord. He said, Lisa D come from behind that green screen trying to hide while drinking the tuba and eating that chicken and rice. Chicken. He said, you eating that, drinking that tuba, eating that chicken and rice and pepperoni pizza. That's what she doing. What'd you say?
He said he's absent.
No, you right. She doing exactly what you said, Terry. She hiding behind the green screen. Let's go. Terry Fleming, he said, tap that thing. Everybody hit the like button one time. 1, 2, 3. Chit your pie out. 1, 2, 3. Chit your pie. Hit the like button, y'all. Get them likes up for me now. Come on now. Let's get them likes up. Ryan James, who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, Superior. You looking for a tongue lashing? Lisa D. He said, you get ready to tongue lashing.
See what?
Okay, don't start it, y'all. Please don't start. Y'all know what y'all looking out for. You don't know what you're asking for now. Stop,
You're
Lisa.
talking behind me, huh?
All right, leave
What's up,
it
guys?
me alone. Let's go. Murphy here, he said, Lisa D spying on us already. Ready to lay that hand me down on the negative comments. Hey, Lisa D.
No.
Start her up, y'all, please. Let's go. Smooth Side said, some say if you have a good lady in your corner, your health will get better. Yeah, that's true. That's why married people live longer than single people. Look it up, Google it. Married people have better health than single people, and they live longer than single people. That's just because there's power in two. The Bible said that where there are two or more gathered together in my name, there I will be in the midst of them. It's biblical, man. So how I wrap that thing together, man. I know my stuff. There you go. Terry Fleming, he said, Queen Angel, Lisa D. You gonna bust my ear down. He said, wow. He said, Queen Angel, Lisa D gonna be Perry Mason first losing case. Lisa D gonna be your first losing case. Let's go, Roger. Who got? Freddie Mason, Sir Fleming. You know I stand is ready, set to go for what you know. You ready to tongue lash somebody. Let's go. Casey in the house. Casey, what's up, man?
What's up,
Mr. Murphy.
City?
Actually, blacks were in North America about 90 years after Columbus. Sir Francis Drake freed former Spanish slaves in California in 1579. Okay. Well, blacks was all over the world, man. Whether it was California, India, South America. We traveled from Africa, because Africa is, if you want to know the truth about it, Africa is the genesis of where everything started. Africa holds a lot of hidden jewels, a lot of hidden gems, a lot of hidden secrets, and that's Africa and Egypt and those areas. Well, Egypt's in Africa also. Those are the areas where most of the civilization began. So that's why you find all of the anthropologists and so forth. They go over there and study that. They're archaeologists as well. But yeah, Africans, blacks were all over this world, man. That's what we do. We don't stay in one place, do we? Do y'all like to stay in one place? I don't. Terry Fleming, he said, yeah, I had a good woman and my health got better because I hid the bullets from her gun. Oh, chichapaya. Did she do a chichapaya on you, man? Hey, man, that's what happened, man. You get these whacked out women and they mess you. They mess a good man up. I'm serious. They get a good man and you got a bad woman with you, she gonna mess you up. And when she get through with you, you're gonna be you might not even know your name. That's how they do, man. Women, they got some bad women out there, man. I'm serious. And I had me one. I almost went crazy for a while, man. You know, I couldn't do no wrong. I couldn't do no right. Everything I did was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But thank God that's past. And the past is the past. I got a good woman now, and I ain't got to worry about that crazy. Let's go, Ron James. Who we got?
Frederick Mason.
Let's go, Ron James. BobbieD, One Nation, a good one. Love. Murphy. Hey, let's go. Who got? Freddie Mason. BobbieD. I see you still have a girlfriend in a white bikini on the train. I can't put her down because it's just something about her. I know it's about her too.
I think he did a screenshot on it. As we keep looking at her butt.
Lisa say you did a screenshot of her butt. Hey man, I know how to draw people back on the show. That girl, right? Tell everybody who we got.
Smooth. I don't think Clarence Thomas is there at the State of the Union.
Yeah, you know how he is, man. He's an Oreo, right? Outside the black, inside the lily white. You know what I'm saying? I did a video on all your kinfolk is not your skin folk. That's how he is. He got this in his skin, right? But he ain't our kinfolk. You know, he got his skin folk, right? The color. but he ain't our kin. He's not blood. He got the white blood. Let's go around saying who we got? Smooth sound. He said Jesus was Middle Eastern with brown skin. He was born in Palestine. I think I spelled it right. Okay, no, you spelled it wrong. It's Tine, I believe. Yeah, but he Jesus was he wasn't white. Okay, the Bible says that he was swarthy. SW in the King James version, say he had a swarthy, SWARTHY complexion. Now you look up what swarthy means. Get the old version of swarthy. That means dark skinned. Okay, he was brown or dark skinned. Let's go around, Jane. Who we got? Murphy. Hey, you mean slavery, Casey? Okay, I don't know. Terry Fleming, he said they are finding Egyptian relics all over. Yeah, everything, man. People travel back in them days. You know, they have boats, right? They travel on the water, on the ocean, and then some of them didn't have no boat. They did it by feet. People travel to nomads all over the continents. That's why there are a lot of black Chinese. You believe it or not, go look it up. There's a lot of blacks. That a lot of Chinese have
Black Chinese.
black features. You know, yeah, a lot of they are. That's the Chinese. A lot of people say that Chinese came from blacks as well, just like Filipinos came from black. They say Chinese too. Yeah, I'm not kidding, man. Go Google this stuff. You think I'm playing with you? I know my history. Let's go around here. Who we got? Barry May said, BobbieD, black is dominant. Everything else is excessive. That means from one came in. That's right. I talked to y'all about that. Black is the dominant gene. Everything else is recessive genes, right? That means the most powerful gene will take precedence of everything else. So if you are a white man and you marry a black woman and you have children, my question to you is, ladies and gentlemen, what color would you?
Violet.
Are you, ladies and gentlemen, talking to these people out there? Vote violet.
Violet.
Please. Don't mess me up. What color would your children be if you were a white man, you married a black woman? What color would their children be? If we understand that black is the dominant gene, white is the recessive gene, then if they have two children, if they have a child, then that child should be what? Black or white? Answer that question. She already answered for it. Smooth, he said, I'm eating red meat from my diet. Yeah, red meat is good to lay off of that. I don't say get rid of it all the way, but do as little bit of it as you can. I mostly eat chicken and tuna. That's mostly what I eat. So now
Juice and fruits.
Well, I'm talking about as far as meat, Lisa. As far as meat, I usually eat chicken and tuna. And sometimes she'll cook some pork, but I don't eat a lot of pork. That stuff mess you up too. But that's what I pretty much eat: chicken and fish. Chicken and tuna. And that's it. And then every now and again, she'll buy something like out in the street, like hamburger or whatever. And I don't like that. I don't like beef that much. And the beef out here, well, if you go to McDonald's or Burger King, like their beef is all right, but you go any place to buy some beef out there, it don't taste right, man. So I keep my diet simple. Lisa D know that. I keep my diet simple because I know what's good for my body. I eat a lot of broccoli. I eat a lot of lettuce. I eat a lot of salads all the time. I like wraps. You ever heard of wraps? WRAPS? I like spinach wraps. And Lisa fixes a good one for me, man. She buys spinach wraps out in the stores, and she'll get lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, broccoli, anything else I want in there, and she'll wrap it up for me real good, and I tear it up. I can eat 2 or 3 because they're not that fat. It's just like salad. So that's the stuff I eat, man. It's good for me. And when I eat it, I got to run to the restroom. It can clean you out. Let's go. Who we got?
Orpheus, you're talking about Africa navigating the Americans long before Europe.
Yeah. Africans came from Africa, man. They navigated all over the world. Went to all over the continents. You know, sometimes they did by boat, now they did it by feet. You know, and then a lot of times what happened was the scientists are saying that some of the, like we have an earthquake and stuff like that, and things shift around. They said that things shift around then. So what they thought that they had a big gap between this and this. Stuff shifted around. They ain't had that much farther to walk, yeah. So things shifted around a lot then. Let's go, Roger. Who we got? Mason, what's up? He said, for you, Sir Eyes, prayer for you. Hey, he gonna pray for you. Yes, pray. Remember to pray for Smooth Sound. Okay, he going in tomorrow. He gonna get himself another stint. This is his 3rd stint. Okay,
you can do it, Sir Smooth.
Yeah. This is his 3rd heart stent that they're putting in to regulate his heartbeats, so that they won't get too fast. They won't get too slow. You know, they'll keep just right, perfect alignment, so that he won't get any more erroneous or irregular heartbeats. Okay, That's what that purpose is for. So y'all pray for him. We will be praying for you, Smooth, that you're gonna be all right, man. You know, Smooth had a lot of conditions, man. But the problem with Smooth is a lot of stuff he caused himself, okay? Because he don't eat right, and he get upset real quick, and then he get depressed. All that stuff have a
Because he's
problem.
high blood.
Yeah, but he's not anymore. We buying that in the name of Jesus. You ain't got no high blood, man. Your blood's gonna be regular from now on. All you gotta do is keep drinking that water, that liquids, 8 to 12 glasses a day. Eat you bananas, 2 or 3 bananas a day. Watch the grease that you eat and watch the carbohydrates. Okay. Now eat all that bread and stuff. Leave that stuff. All that stuff I just mentioned to you, bring your pressure up. Leave that stuff and don't eat a lot of salty stuff. That means, I guess your question to me, Smooth, is, gee, what can I eat? Not too much. That's what's going to keep you healthy. Watch what you eat. Let's go. We got
Murphy Hayes, congratulations, Sir Smooth.
He wasn't playing today. I tell you, man, he got his pressure low now. So I'm going to run now. I'm going to run fast.
Terry Fleming, I will know what happened if Sir Perry Mason comments disappear.
Somebody knocked it out of there. Terry Fleming.
I am not, what's that?
Blue Ranch.
Blue Ranch. I can never get rid. Can you make me one?
You don't got to be a Blue Ranch. You can get over here and do it. See that? You ain't got to be a Blue Ranch. All you got to do is get the controls up from me. Let's go around here. Who we got?
No, I'm not
Smooth.
like that.
He said, good people, come on. We all know that women are the same. The first thing they do when they get in the car is mess with the radio. Yeah, she right about that. Lisa D always want to turn radio. But, that's just feminine traits. But as far as leadership, a woman can lead just like a man can lead. Okay. I believe that. There's some things that women can't do that men can do as far as physicality because we're stronger. And but as far as leadership, leadership doesn't depend on your gender. It depends on your style of leading or getting others to follow you. Okay, whether it's a man or a woman, a boy or girl, a little boy can be a leader, good leader. A little girl can be a good leader. It's how they get people to agree with them and follow them. So leadership is based on you, your personality, not on your gender. Let's go around, Who we got? Terry Flint is that very first Chinese with black. Yeah, that's what I read that. I mean, people don't believe me, man. I read that. I said, wow, I was shocked when I saw that. I read a study where it said Chinese people came from black folk. And then through the years, their color changed, like the Filipinos. They mix with other people and their races and they're brown skin there. But the original original Filipinos are still here. They're called Aita, right? Aita. And they're just like me, melanin in their skin. We was just
they
like
have kinky hairs too.
Yeah, they got this kinky hair like I used to have. But yeah, I mean, people think I'm lying when I say, and don't say that to a Filipino man. They want to fight you. What? I'm not black. So look, excuse me, sir. I'm not saying you black, but you came from blackness. Let's go.
But this time they're mixed now. So
I know they got mixed.
We cannot tell.
But I don't discuss that with them, anyone out here, because they take that as an offense to them. Okay, they don't. First of all, they don't like many people out here that are Filipinos. I don't say many, but some people out here don't like black, the color black, and some people out here don't like blacks at all. I know that's sort of hard for y'all to understand, but when you get out here, you'll find out what I'm talking about. Boo! He said, well, thanks to Joe Biden and the healthcare laws he helped pass, I'm able to get this heart stent fully paid by the healthcare insurance. Hey, congrats, man. It's for people like you that deserve it, okay? It's for people that's trying to rip the government off. I said, no, I hope they get caught. But people like you that have a valid reason and income is low, you deserve that, brother. And I'm glad that you was able to get, and I'm glad that Joe Biden was able to pass that law that you can take advantage of it. I'm so happy that we have a Democratic president in office because when we have a Republican in office, we get the short end of the stick. And people on with this cocaine, with this melanin in their skin like that, we get the short end of the stick. That's why I don't want to see DeSantis get in there. He can talk all that trash all he wants, but I'm not prejudiced. I'm not. Yeah, right. Tell that to somebody that can believe you, because I don't believe. Let's go. We got Smooth. He said, yes, chicken, seafood, and Beyond Meat would be only thing on my house. Only thing to eat that's and eat that and
Yes.
pass gas. It
The
will clear the
beans.
room. He said it'll clear the room. Yeah, Beyond Meat is veggie, what is it, veggie, plant-based. It's plant-based meat. That's pretty good. It has a pretty good taste. Tastes almost like real regular meat. But anything you get plant-based, I try to get plant-based. When I go to Burger King, I get the plant-based veggie Whopper, plant-based. I don't get the meat, regular meat. Plant-based is just as good, and it has plant foundation, and it helps to push that stuff out of you, man. I love it. Let's go around chain. Who we got? Murray Head, he said, I believe black folk were in the Garden of Eden. I believe that black was the original color, that in my opinion. I think so too. I gave y'all that. I remember I talked to y'all, I've been about 2 years now, a year or two. I talked to y'all about the color black, how it originated, I talked to y'all, I gave y'all about 2 or 3 videos on that. Yeah, I'm with you on that, brother. I told you about Lucy, right? the lady, they found the bones, she's thousands of years old. And he tested,
Lucy's coming.
and they tested her DNA, shows you were black. And all the scientists were like, what? They couldn't refute that. They could not refute what the science showed them. She was black. So now they know black was from the beginning. They don't want to admit it. Most of them don't want to admit it, but you cannot refute scientists. The scientists say it, they have to back it up. Move, Sam. He said, thank you all for those prayers. You're welcome, my brother. We always pray for the people that need it, and we pray for our brothers in need and sisters in need. Let's go, Ron Train. Who we got?
Smooth. I drink water every 2 hours.
Okay.
That's good.
See the
Just
cup?
drink 8 to 10 glasses of water.
See this cup right here? It's a huge cup, right? This cup holds almost 2 glasses, 2 cups. It's almost 2 cups in one. I drink about 5, 6 of these each day.
I don't know why you like the big cup.
I just told you it holds 2 in one, and that saves me. If I drink 5 of these, I'm good.
It looks like
This
it's
is my-
bigger than your face.
This is my 3rd cup. This is my 3rd cup this morning, so I just need about 2 or 3 more. That's how I do it. I drink 5 of these. I got my liquids for the day. I don't drink it every 2 hours though. I just drink it when I feel like it. Cause I know I count mine to make sure I got at least 5 or 6 a day.
Okay. What's that?
Ryan Train, who we got?
Frederick Mason, eyes on you.
I don't. Okay, Ryan Train, who we got?
Tara Fleming.
Y'all like crazy now. Y'all like crazy now.
We're talking about Frederick Mason. He was talking about if I can, get rid of his comment. The Blu-ray.
Okay, whatever.
Smooth, thank you, Mr. Mason. Frederick Mason, listen to you. I have been forgetting about my Blu-ray. Shall be sending that email soon. No.
Oh yeah, I couldn't put it on without. I need your email. I can't. You won't let me do it without the email.
I'm not commenting on this.
Ryan Train, BobbieD, Easy One Nation. Who we got?
Smooth, darker Chinese were moved to the Tibet area. If you look at people in Tibet, they are brown
That's
and
true.
dark. Remember the movie The Golden Child?
Yeah, Tibetan. There's people that are Tibetan and brown. The Golden Child. Yeah, I remember that movie. But people in Tibetan are brown, and they have a lot of black features if you look at them closer. If you look at Filipinos, they got a lot of African American features. This nose, the head shape, and the eyes. Some of the eyes are Chinese because they mix with Chinese and Japanese and Korean. But you look at them close enough, you'll see Filipinos are very similar to us. And when you live with a Filipino, the way they do stuff and how they behave is very similar to African Americans. Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got?
Terry Fleming, I say to all the ugly of the world that wants to preach as me, I want to give them an opportunity to know me.
No, that's right, man. Hey, I don't mind mixing and mingle, but when you call me out my name and you act a fool with me, I'm nice to you.
Bobby!
Come on, Lisa, that's the second time she done bust my eardrum.
Call your name.
Are you?
I called your name.
Call my name. Let me call your name. She can't take it. She can dish it out, y'all, but she can't take it. But yeah, if they call me out my name, man, I got a problem with that. But they treat me nice. I treat them nice. I'm all right with them. But just don't call me out my name. Don't act a fool with me. Because then me and we're gonna have some words. That's how I roll. Let's go.
That's how I do it. If I don't feel like calling my dear or the other one, I call Bob. Bob, and then he get upset about calling his name.
What are you talking about? Did y'all understand what? Did you understand what she said? Because I did. What'd you say? Say it again.
I said, you get mad if I call you Bob or Bobbie.
I don't like her calling me that. I don't, because she do that because she know I don't like it. She know I don't like her calling me no Bobbie, and I don't like her calling me no Bob. I done told her to leave that. That's not my name. That's not what you call me. And she know that. Let's go around. We got Freddie Mercy, BobbieD. Living in this world, I think most of us know how sadly it made us tough because we were meant to be tough. Yeah, but yeah, man, only the strong survive. Yeah. We thank God for our African American ancestors that came here, because the ones that came here and survived, there's a strong ones. There was many that did not get through the Middle Passage. Y'all know what the Middle Passage is, right? When they came, they brought them from Africa on the boats. They was all locked up in little like sardines and chains, couldn't move for months and months and months. Can you imagine being sardine, chained, locked up, and you couldn't even go to the bathroom? You had to go to the bathroom, everything right there. They wouldn't let them out. Only time they didn't let them out was to eat, and that's it. And sometimes they would just go in and slap some food down there. I'm telling you, man, it was a nightmare. Half of them didn't make it, and they threw them overboard. So the ones that made it, they had to be strong-willed, emotionally, physically, and everything else. They had to have a great desire to do what? Live. And so we are a strong-natured people, and it runs through our DNA to this day. Let's go. We got Murphy Hayes. I believe it's my opinion that there was only one color in the beginning. When God changed the languages at the Tower of Babel, believe he also changed the colors. Okay, maybe true. I don't know, but I know one thing: black was in existence a long, long time before white came out. Let's go, Ryan James. Who we got? Smooth. Oh, I did do a heart healthy video about an hour ago. Okay, great. I might check it out, man. And it better be right, tight, long and strong. Okay. Let's go, Ryan James. Who you got?
Smooth. I used to tease my ex because she looks full Chinese.
Okay, full Chinese. Was she light skinned too? Was she yellow? Yeah. Chinese people are yellow. They're not look white. Know what they do, man? They buy that bleach and stuff to make them white, and they don't look a regular white. They look pale white. That pale white, and you know they've been doing it, man. Let's go, Ryan James. Who we got? Jerry Fleming. He said, yes, I understand, Queen Angel. Let's go, Ryan James. Who we got? Who? He said, Lisa, call him Poopsie.
Popsy. Poopsie.
Popsy? You mean Pepsi or Popsy? Poopsie.
Pops.
Poop. That's not Pops.
Okay, I'll call you Poop.
She said Popsy. That's Poopsie. Y'all go crazy now. Let's go, Ratchet. Ratchet, who we got? Move. He said, yes, my ex was.
Poop? That's Pops.
Stop, Lizzie. Stop, Lizzie. Smooth Side said, yes, my ex was yellow, but all her siblings were dark. Okay. Could it be that they had different daddy? Ratchet, who we got? Pierre Bremsey, 25% of Africans that travel the North Passage from Africa died on it. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, man. And if you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, how many Africans were brought here from Africa to the United States and other various countries? Millions and millions, probably billions. So we're talking about an African Holocaust that no one ever speaks about. Okay. They always talk about the Jewish. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything wrong with the Jewish Holocaust. They should be reminded what they did to the Jews was wrong. Okay. And whoever did that need to be condemned. But I am saying that they should remember, at least we as African Americans should remember the millions and millions and billions of Africans that were brought over in chains on these boats, and they never made it to the American shores. That's a Holocaust. They were killed by starvation, by sickness, because there was a whole lot of sickness and disease on those boats. You think they gave them a doctor? No. That's why I said only the strong survive. If you were sickly and they put you on that boat and chain, you think you're gonna make it? No. You'd be thrown overboard. Let's go around chain by these One Nation of Group of Love. That's it. All right, guys. It's been really, but we got to go. That's all for now. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Terry Flynn, for the donation.
Thank you, Sir Terry, for the donation.
More blessings, much love to you, my brother.
And please hit the like button.
Everybody hit the like button. 1, 2, 3. Get your pie out before we leave up out of here. Oh, also want y'all to go in the comment section of this video and make a comment, whether it was good, bad, or ugly. Make a comment about what you like or what you don't like or what you missed, or what you want to see different, or just make a comment. And every time we do a video live stream, I need y'all to hit the comments more, okay? I don't care if you go in there in the comments and just hit the like button and say, okay, it was nice, or I want to see more of this, or I want to see less of that, or I really liked it, man. Keep going. So whatever you want to put, but make a comment, okay, man? And then hit the like button. I need more comments on all these videos you see coming out here. I need more comments now, okay? All right, who else we got? That's it?
Frederick Mason, Sir Fleming, they say that's the way the Vikings traveled.
Yeah, the Vikings travel. They travel on these. I don't know what you're doing, but you got to move. You try to. She her body's on me. Stop, Lee.
Cause you know this one.
You're not no lightweight no more now.
I lose weight
You
already.
yeah, but you ain't lost it all. But yeah, Vikings, man, they travel all over, and they were very, very rugged men. They did a lot of stuff. You had to be a real man to be a Viking, man. I'm telling you, it was tough, and they were ruthless. You look at them wrong, you out. They weren't playing. Let it go. That's it.
Terry Fleming. No one wants to face the inhumane treatment of Africans.
No. They did this. They did things to us that nobody. They treated us like animals. That's what you do to an animal. You know, you lock them up in cages, and they put us in. You ever see an old boat? They had on the bottom of the boat is where they stacked them. They were stacked like sardines on top of each other. They had a piece of board running in between the layers, and they were all shackled with their feet and hands, and they were like this. All they could do is move their heads, and that's it. And they couldn't get out of the chains to go to. They had to go to the restroom. All that stuff right there. Please. They had to do all that stuff right there. That's not funny to do. This is serious. They had to do all that stuff right there, and that caused a lot of typhoid, disease, sickness, and they had no way of taking care of them because they felt they were animals. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should be treated like that. And nobody, just like the Jews, they took the Jews. Nobody should be treated like they gassed the Jews. Who does that? Nobody should be doing that. So that's a man in humanity and humane treatment of other people, other men and women. That's wrong, man. I don't care if you're white, you're black, you're Jewish. I don't care. You don't treat people like that. And so when you find people like that, in my opinion, they need to be treated like that. They did that to other people. Do it to them. Let them see how it feels. Let's go, Ryan. Who we got?
Murphy Hayes were probably black to Sir Mason. They were probably.
You never know. Ron James, we got Freddie Mason, Sir Hayes. You may be right. Ron James, that's it. All right, guys. It's been really. We talked a lot of stuff today, but I want y'all to remember about everything else.
Popsy's in the house.
Poopsie. She keeps saying Popsy. What's wrong with you? You want a popsicle? Huh?
No, I want some poopsie.
You going crazy now. I got to get up off here there. She going crazy, y'all. What is wrong with you, lady? Please.
Because I'm so smooth.
He didn't say he didn't call himself Popsy. You called him Popsy. His name is Poopsy. No, that's not a name. He said call him Poopsy. He was just trying to be funny. But hey man, I want y'all to remember that Joe Biden did an awesome job this year, last 2 years. And so he should be commended. And if anybody come to you and say, well, Joe Biden ain't done nothing, stop the lie, mister, and walk away. Don't say nothing else. Just say, stop the lie, mister, and walk away. That shows that you don't care what he said, and you call him a lie. Because when people need to be told, if they tell a lie, you need to tell it like it is. Say, look, man, you need to stop that lying and walk right away from him. They don't give him a chance to slap you. All right, guys.
Frederick Mason, BobbieD, that just goes to show you how stupid they were.
They were crazy, man. Do stuff like that to people. They got to be losing it, you know? But you know what, man? I'm going to tell you, when we talk about man's inhumanity to man, Europeans, done some of the worst things in the world to, guess who? Us. Because you know why they do stuff like that to us? Because in their minds, we were not human. We were things. We were commodities. And simply because our color was different from theirs. That's number one. Number two, our lifestyle and our culture was different. Just because we lived in huts and we didn't have a big house and all of this and that. That don't mean we're no different. That don't mean we were ignorant or less than them. We just had a different way of living. We had kingdoms. We were ruled. We had colonies. We had people under us, kings and queens. But we lived a different style of lifestyle. They started as inferior. And so because they felt we were inferior, they treated us differently and they treated us wrongly. Yeah. And my question is, what would have happened for the world and for society had they treated us the same way they would treat themselves? This world would be a much better place. There would never have been a Black Holocaust in the Middle Passage. People would be kicked off the boat. They would accept us as individuals just like them. And we would never have racism in the world. I know that's a very lofty way of seeing things, but I just wonder sometimes why. Why? And I guess I'll never know the true answer, but you have to do things to cope with things in your life, and that's one way of how I cope with it, y'all. So y'all got to forgive me. But anyway, it was real. It's been real.
Real.
We got to go. This is BobbieD.
And Lisa D, the wife of Poopsie, the tuber queen, saying, take care.
What's wrong with this? Okay, y'all see what y'all did? You got her from behind a green screen, right? And you shouldn't have never got her from behind that green screen. Now she ain't crazy. All right, guys, this is really real. We got to go. This is BobbieD and Lisa saying take care, God bless, and peace.